welcome to another episode of Cravings Vlog. Today I've cornered my childhood friend Ravish Kohly into the Cravings kitchen. He is one of the best chefs that I know among all of my friends, and he makes some mean kebabs. So today we're going to squeeze all of those secrets out of him. Today we're making Seekh Kebab. This is a delicious kebab made with ground beef, lamb, pork, chicken, whatever you like. But traditionally it's made out of beef, and Ravish makes such a mean kebab that he's going to show me exactly what goes into the mix. So thank you for joining me on Cravings Vlog, Ravish.
My pleasure.
What goes into your fantastic kebabs?
Most importantly, what you got to do, Karen, is get your meat, get it sort of a little coarse ground. Depends on how you like it. If you like a lot of fat, then you can have a lot of fat in it. Me, basically, I like it a little bit more leaner, the meat, with a little less fat. And try and obviously have your meat as dry as possible. Do not wash the meat. If you wash the meat, you know, it's not going to stick together. It's not going to go on the skewer. So here we have basically some nice lean ground meat. You know, it's a little bit coarse. And what we're going to take is we have a couple of ingredients that we're going to put in. Most importantly, first is let's just put a little bit of oil. You don't want to put too much of oil, because what's going to happen is once it goes on the barbecue, on the coals, we want to minimize the drip. When we minimize the drip, which is the fat that melts and starts falling down, we want to minimize the flare up. Flare up is basically once it hits the coal, you're going to get fire. Once you get fire, you're going to burn the kebabs.
I never thought about that.
So we want to obviously try and minimize the drip. Then what we're going to go do is obviously add a little bit of salt. It's your choice. You can add Himalayan salt, you can add coarse salt, you can add basic table salt. And then obviously we're going to get to the ingredients now. Okay, so coming to the ingredients now, as you see, we've got quite a bit. The most important thing obviously is Garam Masala. Now you can basically make your own. For me, obviously, you know, I use my mom makes it for me. But we've got a couple of things here. We've got bay leaf here, we've got peppercorns here, we've got whole cloves, we've got cardamom, we've got cinnamon, we've got little star anise here, and obviously we've got nutmeg. You don't want to grind the nutmeg into the mix, you just want to scrape just a little bit of it. The most important thing is why you want to grind it. You can use, and you can obviously, you can use and mace too. It's very, very important. The important thing about grinding it is because once you grind all of these fresh, it releases the oils. When it releases the oils, you get the freshest flavor. So you want to grind all of these into obviously a nice powder.
If somebody wants to cheat, can they substitute Garam Masala?
You can use whatever you want. It's, you know, you can add more ingredients if you want to. It's really your taste. It's sort of your preference. One of the things I like to use to sort of give it a little bit more binding power is we've got some onion powder here, chopped dehydrated onions. Is basically, remember at the start I said you want the meat to be as dry as possible, and I'm going to show you how we're going to marinate it. We're going to work the protein up. By using basically dehydrated chopped onions, it's going to basically suck out all the moisture that is there in the meat, and it's going to rehydrate itself. So your meat gets a little bit more sticky. We've got a little bit of amchur powder here. We've got a little bit of haldi powder. We've got a little bit of chili powder. Here's a really, really good secret is you want to grind some mint, some coriander, some green chilies, a little bit of ginger, and you want to grind it with a little oil. Remember, no water, oil, into a nice sticky paste. And then obviously the most important thing is if you want to make kebabs at home and have that restaurant flavor that you get when you go to the dhabas or the restaurants, is you want to use a little bit of kasuri methi. That is the dried methi leaves. That's what's going to give you that real flavor. So what we're going to use is, you can use it at your own discretion. You can put as much as you want. You can save some in the fridge. You can use some later. It depends on your preference. If you like it spicy, you can use more. If you like it less spicy, you can use less. So basically what I just demonstrated is we have everything that's ground here. So basically all of the ingredients is all ground here. And what we're going to do now is we've mixed it all together. Is we're basically going to take it, put it into the meat now, as you can see right here. Then what we're going to do is obviously we're going to take the ground herbs in here. Take a little more off the kasuri methi, and now we're going to mix it. So first we're just going to mix it all together. As you can see here, we're mixing it together.
a flat metal skewer is Ravish's choice, and he simply takes a portion of the meat and flattens it into a kebab-like shape, using a little water if required, just to make sure that all the meat is packed in nice and hard. You want to make sure that you have this meat on quite tight because you don't want it to fall apart on the grill. The use of a flat metal skewer helps keep the kebab together. Using indirect heat over coals is always the preferred method of cooking. This is how they cook it back in India. But if you need to put this on your regular barbecue, just make sure that the meat is elevated and not touching the grill. Because we're using metal skewers, the inside of the kebabs get heated and cooked quite quickly. You wouldn't need more than 10 to 15 minutes on the grill. Just keep turning the kebabs, and when they're nice and golden brown, they're ready to eat. Look at these amazing and succulent kebabs. Thank you so much for joining me on Cravings blog. Thank you, Ravish, so much for sharing your secrets. If you like these kebabs, we have some other kebab recipes, so be sure to visit youtube.com/cravingsblog. Until we see you again the next time, take care. Bye.
Hasta la vista.